ROOFMAN is the latest film that stars Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst, and it is based on a real thing. The movie is very charming, it's pretty funny, pretty original, very enjoyable, and overall it's just a big breath of fresh air because this day and age, because everything that you see is attached to a franchise, and there's going to be tons of explosions and tons of CGI everywhere. Roofman having almost no CGI to it and having no explosions. This is an actual character piece, which I really liked. And in all honesty, because Hollywood itself has gone far downhill in terms of the overall quality of things, that's actually one of the things that I'm surprised Roofman didn't get was really solid awards. Channing Tatum in this film is actually a lot better than a lot of the people that have gotten the Golden Globes and the Critics' Choice Awards and are up for the Oscars right now. But what's done is done. So the movie deals with Channing Tatum, who is a thief. He essentially does whatever he can to provide for his family. He doesn't want to, but he's not really good at anything else. So whenever he has to rob a place, he's always very, very nice to the employees. He always makes sure that they're always safe and secure. Eventually, some things go south a little bit, gets caught, and he's sentenced to 40-some years in prison. 45 years for those crimes? Give him 5 years or 10 years tops, but almost half a century, it seems very steep, very extreme. He's in prison, and he escapes, and he's able to get into a Toys R Us, stays there for a while, and of course, while he's there, he's slowly rebuilding his life a little bit under an alias, and he even starts to date one of the employees at the place, who's played by Kirsten Dunst. While he's with her, and while he's really trying to make the best of taking up a temporary residency at this Toys R Us, while trying to not get caught by any sort of authorities, the romance that builds between Dunst and Tatum, it is really, really nice to see. It's not because they're good-looking people. It's because of talent and some good writing. Kirsten Dunst in the movie, she has 2 daughters. When Tatum enters the picture, he's able to win her younger daughter, but the older daughter, it takes a little bit more time, but it's actually really nice to see. It's only a matter of time before he ends up getting caught again, because in all honesty, how long can he really stay in a Toys R Us for? Like, really? So seeing a store that really made everyone very, very happy as kids, being front and center of the film was really, really nice to see. And the movie itself, it takes place in the mid-2000s. So, like, even when he's robbing the McDonald's places, you can tell that's from that time period because of the way that the building looks. So while the movie's going on, we do get some warmth, we get wit, we get some charm. There's some really nice comedy. There's some little lessons of morals here and there. But I think that as the movie was going on, like especially in the last maybe quarter of the film, and maybe even the last third of the film, it seemed that the movie was kind of struggling to really juggle all of its goals in such a good sync the way that it was when the movie was first starting off. As, like, I don't want to say it was really running out of steam, but the way that everything was connected and the way that it was doing a good job in having a number on the viewer. It was getting a tiny bit weaker and weaker as things were going on. The focus was getting a little bit, I don't want to say fuzzy either, but it was still not as strong as it was a little bit earlier on. The fact that this is a character piece that is original, does have some really good acting to it, and has some actual layers and some themes to it. That right there in itself is stuff that I really, really liked. And Channing Tatum has never really gotten the praise that he sometimes deserves as an actor. Now, I get it, Channing Tatum, the most of what he does, he's not really Oscar worthy, but when he did Blink Twice just recently, he was really good in that. I personally thought he was phenomenal in Foxcatcher. He blew me the hell away in Foxcatcher. But in Roofman, I would say that it is his second best performance. Foxcatcher at number 1, Roofman at number 2. I'm not saying that Roofman is like his best film altogether, but still, I do think that Roofman is one of the best films of 2025, and one of the best performances that Channing Tatum has ever done. I want to give Roofman from 2025 3 stars out of 4.